So this dog is middle 5.
So now we go for the constitution of feeding, how the dog is fed, state of care. No, first the state of care, not feeding. So now we have state of care, how he takes care of the dog. Very well cared for is middle 5, and here again, we don't have an up 3 or an up 1 because it cannot be better. So then we have less well cared for and badly cared for. The first one being down 3 and then down 1.
And Raphael was so happy that this dog is not stinky in the car. Middle 5.
So the next one is the state of feeding. And the state of feeding would be, good state of feeding is middle 5, up 3 is strongly fed, and up 1 is fed heavy. And the down 3 would be slender, and down 1 is skinny.
It's okay, it's okay. And I feel the ribs, and everything is nice. So you're in good shape.
So it's middle 5.
Middle 5. So now we have,
Proportions.
jetzt sieht man das nicht, wo ist das Kreuz?
Huh?
Da müsste Marker rein. Na, hier müsste jetzt Marker rein. Ist das denn eingetragen? Das ist eine Matrix. Okay. Normally, this is how the matrix. Normally, when you measure the dog, the height and the length, you get here your answer what it is. Yeah? But I don't have this in this number. So, but we counted it, 73, 65. This is in between 10 to 7% longer than higher. Middle 5. Okay. This is a standard. The same for...
I think this is something we really need to point out again, because especially in anatomy, we always refer to the standard. We do not refer to what is usually judged in shows. We refer to the written down standard. And I think you realize already in these points that there is a difference. But this really is the standard, as it is written down in the FCI.
The standard is written down in a way where you can read it. And middle 5 is always what it should be. So, now we come to the height, to the chest.
Yeah, now we have the proportion of long poles to chest thickness, and middle 5 is, as the standard requires, 55 to 45. So if it's up 3, it's high in the leg, and it's up 1 too high in the leg, and otherwise down 3 short in the leg or even too short.
This one is a typical DDR dog. Down 3 is a typical DDR dog. Chest and legs are the same. You get the problem in the jump. There's so much weight in the front, and when the dog has speed, he cannot block to jump. And you get problems in your training with the fence. And this is interesting. And then, in this way, anatomy makes sense. Okay, so this dog is middle 5.
Yes.
Now the pigment of the head.
The pigment of the head is the middle 5, very well pigmented upper head mask, and the up 3 unicolored black. Up 1 upper head very well pigmented little mask. Down 3 little pigmentation of upper head mask, and down 1 poorly pigmented upper head black of mask.
So this dog is up 3, 1 color black. Ola, can you push it a little bit over? And here you see the factor behind.
You know. You have to read it out loud.
I read. And here you see, this is factor 18, and this is factor 18. This is factor 12, factor 6, factor 6. So, with these factors, we can steer and influence the breeding. We can say 100 points, 90 points, 80 points, 20 points, 0 points. And this is our instrument, our tool to give influence to the breeding. We worked hard on the terms and on the point for 3 years. And then we said, now we will leave it like this. The points nobody sees. Only the board and the LCC. Okay, good. So we come to the color of the eye. So up 3 is the same points like middle 5. The color of the eye. They are dark.
Okay. The middle 5 is dark. Down 3 is yellowish, and down 1 is stinging. And up 1 we have this tall spot, which would be whatever, blue.
We never had this.
We never had it so far.
This is not typical. Eye mistakes are not typical for shepherds.
No.
Middle 5. So now we come to the pigment of the lips. And a dog who has skin problems often has no pigment here in the lips. And this dog, what it is,
Sometimes even dark dogs have a skin
can be a little bit darker.
Okay, so the lips and the nose, both lips and nose.
But it's still
The middle
5.
5, it is dark and spotty is down 3, and you cannot have more pigment. There is no way to go up. So it's middle 5?
Middle 5. Still
Okay.
middle 5. But this is a border where we have to change this term because the step is too much. But we said 5 years we don't change. I have this in my matrix already marked that we have to change there the word when it's time. So, what is Decke?
The cover.
The cover.
Is it correct?
This is this part. This is this
Okay,
part of the dog
back.
here on the back. Same.
Cover. No, you don't call it cover. So what else do you call it?
It should be black.
The coat, okay. I thought the coat was everything.
El manto.
Mantle?
Manto.
Mantle? Yeah, the mantle. Yes.
It's not very precise in English, huh? Okay, so you have, for the middle 5, you have something is
All dark.
wrong here.
It's all dark.
Dark, close, or dark gray.
Wait.
And in here?
Wait for the gray. At first you have a black and yellow.
Yeah,
You have dark gray. Dark black.
dark, close, yeah. And he's all dark, he's all black?
These are dark.
Okay.
Was steht da?
Steht
Yeah, that's. So, there are some dogs who have this mantle with some gray in it.
That's broken coat.
This is up 3.
Yeah, but it's broken coat.
Broken coat,
Broken.
broken mantle.
Broken coat.
And if it goes over the whole back, it's up 1. Different. gray dog. And the gray dog have always this brown coat.
Yes.
Never dark. Therefore, we have here this slash, and behind the slash, it's a gray dog. This dog is little 5.
Yeah.
No. Next are outside. What is outside?
Markings.
What is it?
Markings.
Markers.
No, not markers. Markings. So it's strongly pigmented, or black is 5. Down 3 sufficiently pigmented, and down 1 would be insufficiently pigmented, like markings. So this is easy. So now we talk about the claws.
The nails. The nails are black, not white and brown.
Okay.
Now we come to the details. We have lots of details now. If you're a breeder and you have a dog which has insufficient here, yeah, you can look at this and see which dog has a tough angulation here. Many factors, but not many points per factor. Okay, so let's go. Start with the head.
Yeah, so we talk about, I said forming, actually I think it's the shape. It is according to standard fitting for the dog would be middle 5. Up 3 is very sturdy, or up 1 would be cobby, mossy. And it is down 3 small, narrow head, down 1 elongated muscle, growly. Like
the head of a shepherd should be a Kyle. What is Kyle?
Cone?
Like this.
Like a
This
cone?
dog is exactly like this. And this is standard and compared to the dog. Middle 5. Now, come here.
Now we talk about a proportion. And the upper head to the face and the middle spine, according to the standard, is 50-50.
Here.
If it goes up 1, it would be 60-40. Or if it goes down
This
1,
part-
it's 40-60.
To this part shall be 50-50. This is correct. Middle 5.
Okay, so now
The
we
ears.
take a look at the ears. And the ears is according to standard, it's middle 5. If it's up 3, it is too large, not really tight, set up wide, set up top narrow. Too narrow. And if it's down 3, too small, set up too narrow.
If you want to say something to the ears, maybe it's a little bit wide. But they are standing straight and not in this way. Therefore, it's still okay. Should be a little bit more open. But you carry the ears very nice. They are not too big. Middle 5.
So now we come to describe the eye. And if it's according to standard, it's 5, loose split is up 3, and down 3 would be a too tight leg.
With shepherds, we always have middle 5. We don't have eye problems with our dogs, with our race.
None in our population.
Now comes my favorite.
Which are the lips.
The teeth. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, this favorite next. So first we talk about the lips, and if they're fitting well tight, it's 5, and there can be not quite fitting, it is up 3.
See, these are nice lips. They are not hanging. And here a little bit, but it's still okay. So middle 5.
Okay, and now is your favorite, it's
My teeth.
dentition.
Upper teeth to lower teeth in this way. Okay? This is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is the first one we look.
So we look for the sitter bite, strong, healthy, complete, no gap. This is described as 5, and the up 3 is missing teeth gap, and the down 3 faulty position, straight front row, upper lower jaw.
So, some tricks if you want to look at teeth with the dog. Take this hand and put these hair gently back. And don't go into these hair. This is no comfort. So, this hand down, this hand here. Now, you go with this finger on the front teeth, but most important is to go to close the mouth with this finger. It's a physical thing. Pressure makes against pressure. So, watch it this way. You go here, you go in, and you close the mouth. This is the first no. You see, good timing. Huh? Perfect. And no, and the dog no. Now, you go up and look at the side. And you see two markable teeth. One is a canine. You see it once. And in the back there is the Reißzahn. What it is?
The carnassial tooth.
What?
Carnassial tooth.
Carnassial tooth? Okay. So, and now it gets crazy because it was never a dentist who gave the names to the teeth. This is a canine, and this is a big one here. In the upper jaw, there are 1, 2, 3, and the big one. In the lower, here's the big one, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, and the lower. And they call it premolar 1, and they call the same teeth molar 1. This is stupid. Yeah? It's the same tooth. These are called canines. These are called carnassial tooth. And we say this is premolar 4 and this is molar 1. So you just remember, between these markable teeth, up here 3, up down there 4. That's it. Behind these, always 2. And then it's easy to see what it is. So, now, we look at first what the front is, and the front is nice in this way. It's not this, it's correct. Then we go here, take the hairs, put the finger on the front teeth, and go with the other finger under the jaw, and we close it. And now, up 3, 3, down here 4. Here is missing 1 premolar 1. Okay, and now I look into the mouth. 2, 2, 2, 2,